Hello, my name is Princess Clark and I'm chilling with the president of the Nigerian Student Association in Cyprus International University. Nice to meet you, His Excellency Mr. Ifeoluwa Osho. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. I am fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's so nice to have you today and you look really wonderful with the suit.
Thank you.
It's not easy actually to be a president because you have to wear suit, you have to look all corporate and stuff.
Yeah.
And today Nigerian students are really in for you. I hope you're ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I think I am. You can never be ready with this kind of thing, so we'll see.
Okay, so let's get straight to the business. First of all, we would like to know what NSS-CIU stands for.
Well, okay. It's NSU-CIU and it's Nigerian Students Union, Cyprus International University. It's the union of all Nigerian students who happen to be registered students of CIU.
Moving on, what are the basic benefits a Nigerian student in CIU can benefit?
Well, I like to think of NSU as a facility. Like any facility, you can choose to use it or not to use it. But we have benefits of as a union, it's the benefits of union have existed from time. It's collective bargaining. You can collectively bargain for a certain thing that you want. So if you want, maybe you don't want to pay for a certain facility and you want the union to help you represent those views, yes. So basically I see us as a bridge between what students want and what management wants, and we try to get as much information as we want to the management, as well as we try to organize social activities. We had a movie night not too long ago, football competition. So yes, it's there to just not be a bridge, but also to have social interactions between Nigerian students.
So there are a whole lot Nigerians can benefit
yes,
in the union.
There are lots of things you can benefit
so
in
how
the
long
union.
have you been the president and how long do you have left?
Well, the inauguration was November 26th. Okay. So you can say that I have been president for about less than 2-3 months. I think it's a 1-year term, so hopefully by first week in October during the Independence Day, I hope I can hand over to be a burden off my shoulders.
Okay. So, as the president, we'd like to know what you have faced, the difficulties you faced being the president of the union.
Well, I've had to adjust to people not calling me by my first name. I really like my first name, so it's weird when everybody calls me Mr. President. I'm like, oh. But then, yeah, there's so many challenges. You have to make decisions on things you think you know, and then sometimes you're making decisions for other people who you don't know. And I feel one of the biggest challenges we have is, I think we have it here as well as we have at home, is that we don't see ourselves as one as Nigerians. We see ourselves in tribes and in religion, and we do not represent ourselves as one, but basically as a function of your tribe. And I think that has been one of my biggest problems, how to overcome the fact that many Nigerians don't see us as Nigerians, and we see us as a function of a tribe.
So yeah, we're getting to the business of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is coming from, random people.
Okay.
What have you been able to do about the fighting and issues that have always sprung up with Nigerian students and other international students?
Well, the fighting is a major issue. We all know that. There was the organized protest, I think, last year.
Okay.
And it was basically between Nigerians and international. I think Nigerian was actually a staff of the school, and then there was an international guy who beat him up for some reason. And yes, I think looking at it as Nigerians versus international students might be the wrong way to look at it. In any university campus, there's always squabbles between citizens of the campus, students of the campus. The idea is to reduce it. I personally don't advocate violence, and I have, on 2 occasions recently, people have come to me with being assaulted by foreign students, taken to the management, and to the credit of the management, they did something about it this time. The students went to apologize to the guy that they hit, and it was all fair and good. So I hope we can keep building on these relationships and have less of these squabbles between Nigerians and international students of different countries. Well, I'm a bit off on the question. to contest for Nigerian president, you don't need much. You just need a GPA above 2.75 and be a registered student of the school and be here for at least 1 year and have at least 1 year to go. Those are the basic requirements, I think, that to qualify for being president. However, achievements as being president, well, I think there have been the Nigerian night was successful. I like the turnout on the Nigerian night. The movie night too was very successful. We've had tutorial classes during the mid-semester exams and the final exams. So there have been several things. It's been consuming. We have a very busy calendar. Now we had, in the last calendar we had about 18 events. We were successfully able to pull out 13. Whether in a good score. The next calendar for next semester we have another 19 events. Let's see how far we can go.
Oh, that's a whole lot. Okay.
Well, I feel my primary goal is to make the union stronger. A lot of people do not know, as you have said, some people don't even know what the union is for, what it stands for, what it does. And I feel it's my job to make the union stronger. People should believe in the union, know what the union stands for and what the union does. But as for the short-term and medium, small-term goals, it's trying to organize as many events as possible, trying to be as relevant as possible, trying to help as many people as possible. Very recently now we're trying to help people with passports because there's been a big epidemic of people who have passports that have expired or about to expire and have been stuck here. They can't travel out. They can only go back to Nigeria if they want to. And so we're trying to help with that. So that the whole idea in my mind is to help make a stronger union for Nigerian students. So not just for me, but for students, generations of students who will come long after we're left. We've left.
With excellency. So yeah, what would be your general message to the students, the Nigerian students that are based in Cyprus International University?
My general message is this: we should face why we're here. If you're a student, please study hard, stay out of trouble, don't get into fights, don't do drugs, and enjoy your time here. We'll ultimately have to leave this place at some point. So while you're here, enjoy your time, see as many sights as possible, and just have fun.
Right back, and this segment we have anonymous questions from the students who wants to know or ask the excellency himself. So we hope you are ready for this, because Nigerian students are really ready for you today, Mr. President.
Okay. Okay, well, of course, I'm not going to say there's no way we can help. However, I think the science to it is clear. It depends on what course you're doing, but on the average, you pay about $2,000, $3,000 a semester or euros a semester, and to freeze is about 250, which is less than 10% of that. So yes, but not everybody freezes because they can't pay. Some people freeze for medical reasons, for example. They just can't be there at the time. Some people have home things that they're doing at home and they just can't be there at the time, so they freeze. So it's not everybody that freezes because they can't afford to pay the money. However, it's a deterrent, I feel, by the management to not just have people freeze indefinitely just because they want to freeze, and people trying not to complete their programs in time and just freezing the semester. So I think the payment for freezing is first part because you are not there and the school has to continue, and secondly because it wants to deter students from just keep freezing indefinitely while they do other things that are not academic.
This is such an interesting question. Nigerian students really need African from the president.
Well, I think now that you have brought it up, I think it's something we should look into. We have and I'm serious. We have a large population of international students. I think last count I was saying we have about over 1,000 Nigerian students, and if we have 1,000 Nigerian students and a large portion of them are eating in left view, there's no reason why we can't get an African dishes every once in a while so that they can have some taste of home. So yes, I will, now that someone has mentioned it, I think I'll take it up and see what we can do. Maybe next time I'll find out how far we've gone with that. Okay. The wait for immigration is not controlled. I know that they have not been here in a very long time. I think they have in over a year. I don't think anyone from immigration has come here. We do hear some information that they'll be around soon. How soon? Well, it's up in the air. Within the week, within a month. We're hoping that within the next couple of weeks that they actually come, and then there's been movement and progress in that direction. However, as for suggestions as what to do, no one is going to do anything to you if you decide to travel with an expired passport to Nigeria. You don't need to go to any office, you don't need to do anything, just pick up your passport and go to Nigeria. Every airline will fly you as long as you are going to your home country. So you can always go home and go and renew your passport if you ever get desperate. However, if you want to travel to a different country, you might have to wait for the immigration people to come. So when the immigration people come, I have created a WhatsApp group, and anybody who tells me they have an immigration problem, I put them in that group and we share information. So there's an information sharing there, and so we're hoping that they come as soon as possible, and then we can easily share the information to as many people who have that problem.
Okay, so how about the lost passport?
Well, for lost passports, I think it's not much of a big deal. You have to have a police report that your passport has been lost. So you must make a police report that your passport is lost. And then when the immigration people come, you will have to have your old passport data page as well as your police report submitted to the immigration people. They are sure to try and do your passport for you.
Okay, so let's talk about the infants. How do they get their passport?
Okay, that's newborn babies who haven't done passport before. Yes, you have to have proof of that the child is a citizen. So you must have the birth certificate of the child as well as a passport of one of the parents to prove that the parent is a Nigerian citizen. I think that is all it takes to do a new passport for a child when the immigration people come. However, if you want to go to Nigeria, you might need to apply from here, telling them you want to take your baby to Nigeria, and then you can apply for a passport for your baby when you get to Nigeria.
Okay, so if you take the passport, how long would it take them to return it?
Well, in past experience, it has taken some time. I know the last time it was taken, it took about 6 months, or even about 4 to 6 months for it to come back, which was terrible because there were people who were stuck here without passports and they couldn't travel anywhere. However, from what we are hearing, that it will take much sooner this time around because they are hoping that the machines in Turkey have already been fixed by the time they come. So let's see, 2 weeks to 4 weeks. I tell everybody 2 weeks to 4 weeks. It can be sooner, but I tell everybody 2 weeks to 4 weeks so that I don't disappoint anybody. Well, I don't know. I think it's the major benefit is the ability to serve people. It's gratifying to be able to put your own service for other people. I don't think there's any. I don't know. I'm yet to see the money if there's any money in it. So, but yes, I just think the major benefit is the ability to serve people. And then the guy that wants to impeach me, please, I would really like to give him the presidency. I want him to try to.
Okay. So yeah, the final question is. I learned as an international student, I am entitled to 50% scholarship. So tell me how I can get this.
Well, you just need to apply. Since you learned, you can come talk to me or anybody within the cabinet, yourself as well. Okay. and then you just need to apply. Some people already have the scholarship. Some other people do not have the scholarship. So if you don't have the scholarship and you're sure you don't have the scholarship, come and talk to somebody. They will tell you how to apply and how to get it. You can even get more if you get better grades. Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really amazing having you, Mr. President. Excellency. We are really grateful that you came through.